Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about making master wigs. And I have all of the utensils here that you need to make the wig. Today I am going to recreate or simulate a lace front wig. I am going to remove the lace off of the wig cap and replace it with this lace. And I'm also going to do an invisible part closure on it. So instead of the hair separating as the invisible part gets older, it shall stay along the simulated hairline. I also want to talk about the wig block, which normally you would create a wig on. However, my wig block, you see the dimensions of it. The template that I previously made for my head for an exact fit is too small for the wig block. It'll just slide back and forth around because the circumference of my head is smaller than that of the wig block. So I'm going to make my wig today on my mannequin, which I made it on the previous wig tutorial video. The difference between using a mannequin and a wig block is with the mannequin their heads run small, so if you just put the cap on the mannequin's head and begin to lay the tracks the same size as the head, 9 times out of 10 when you go to put it on your head it's going to be too small. So I'm going to still be using my template, which I used in the previous video. And the mannequin's head is a little bit smaller than mine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put fabric around the hairline to give the same circumference as my head. And I'm not going to cover her hair because her hair is going to be the bulk that I need for the crown area of my wig cap, so that I get to ensure a proper fit. A couple of things that I wanted to talk about this tutorial was that instead of using a bonding glue this time, I'm going to be using the clear lace wig glue because it doesn't leave a residue, and you can't see it once you turn the tracks inside out on the wig. And after I lay the tracks with the glue, I'm then going to be sewing them to the wig to give a sturdier fit to the wig. These plastic panels that come here, these are just to hold the wig in the molded position. This you take off before you begin to perform your procedure. And this is a better quality wig than cap than some of the ones that I've seen, because I've seen a lot that don't even fit a mannequin's head. They in the store for like $3.99, and they have the adjustable caps, but they're like kind of sticking out, they're protruding on the side, and they don't have this exact design. So if you see those caps, don't buy them. However, there is one pack that comes for $3.99 with it's a wig cap with 5-piece mesh, which this came out of. So I find that this alone is just worth the $3.99, and the other pieces you can use them for closing someone that has alopecia in the scalp, or you can throw them away. This alone is worth the $3.99. Really, the cap is too small and it doesn't even fit my mannequin's head. When purchasing lace, this is a micro mesh lace, but the lace that they use for the lace wig is actually larger than this, and it's more fragile. That's why I chose this piece, because it's more durable, so it won't tear during the process of brushing or combing your wig. Today I'm going to be using a two-toned hair, which is a 30 and a 27 pack mixed, and a 27 pack. This here is Zuri and this is Harlem 125. Now the difference in the lengths is because I'm going to double track 30-27, and single track 27, because I want the blonde to peekable at the bottom without me having to razor it or layer it up. I just want the ends to be the blonde color with a little bit of highlight as you see the movement in the curl. So what's going to happen is, as I single track this here and double track this here, this is going to be a little bit thicker, so you'll get that effect. But when you're curling your hair, the two lengths will blend together, so it'll be like one instead of short, long, short, long, short, long. Depending on the way you lay the tracks, how close you lay them or how separate you lay them will give you this. See, when I'm doing is I'm lifting this up, and it's giving you a heavier line here and this, and it doesn't really blend because they're far apart. Now when I lay them on top of each other like this, you get a closer feel and it looks more blended. Another thing I wanted to talk about with the template that you make for your head is that sometimes in storage or whatever, the template will begin to tear. So you can just take more tape and tape around the hairline to secure the template from becoming damaged to the point where you can't use it. See here? That's an extra piece of tape to secure it and begin to rip here. And if your line from using it over and over begins to diminish, see how it's darker here and lighter here, you just want to take your marker and go back around the hairline so that you can see your guideline as you're laying your tracks. You don't ever want to go away from your guideline as you're doing the wig, because it won't ensure a proper fit. And that's the whole purpose of using a template, is to get the perfect fit on your head. Because if I use this wig block, if I put my wig cap on this wig block, what's going to happen, because my template is smaller than the wig block, which means my head is smaller than the wig block, what's going to happen is this part of my template won't, the crown hairline won't even fit on the wig block. So what's going to happen is all of this area is going to be bulky and it's going to rise. So even if I did do my wig on this wig block, once I put it and try to conform it to my head, this is going to be extra. So when I do my straps, of course it's going to bunch up and it's going to look high in the crown and it's going to look like a wig. And we love to wear wigs, but who really wants to look like they have a wig on their head? So that's the end of my verbal tutorial, and the rest will probably be pictures. Thank you.